Hey, what's up guys? I'm field testing my setup here. I've got my little furry mic here, and I've got my gimbal that has a nice little autopilot thing. So I got these cool features that can follow me around, and I'm not having to work with it too hard. Over here I got my wifey. It was her birthday yesterday, so that's exciting. And we'll just see how this little walk goes. Should be a lot easier since I have my little AI cameraman to help me. And I can just walk and talk and not even have to think about it too much, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so yesterday was Brandy's birthday and Thanksgiving. So we got to have Thanksgiving feast, and we had her brother RJ over with his fiancee Dina, and we enjoyed ourselves quite nicely. It was a great conversation time, and of course the Thanksgiving food that you can and will be eating and eating and eating afterwards. And yeah, other than that, you know, just family over and just enjoying things. We got our dog transitioned to be an outdoor pupper now, which he'll be happier because he'll have more space and you have other dogs to play with and more to do, more for him. It was still hard for everybody. Mostly for us, I think, really. But it's better for him, and he's got his own little house and he's set up quite nicely, so it's all good. There's a lot of transitions going on. We're going to check what was Brandy's granny's property and was her trailer. They moved her trailer. So it's a mixed bag, you know. It's seeing things change, but at the same time it's a signal that I think that we're going to see change, that we're not going to continue in the same place as we have been and as things have been for us. So it's pretty exciting to know that we're expecting that we're going to be very soon in our own place and doing our own thing. And we're starting our two businesses. We're starting Brandy's jewelry business, getting it in places, and we're doing our Shared Vision Media Productions, which is our basically a multimedia company where we're doing like ads for people and helping people get on social media and stuff like that. So that's really exciting. Thoughts? I think that Thanksgiving should be more than just a once a year practice. I think we should practice Thanksgiving every day. Every day when we wake up, we pray and we give thanks to God for the things that we have, for each other, and just for the blessings that we have. We have this beautiful nature all around us to check out and see as we walk, and while we have our own little personal health issues and things that we might deal with, still overall we have good health. Overall we're young and able to enjoy ourselves and very easily compared to those that are more advanced in age and dealing with more issues. So that's something to be grateful for. We have family, we have people that are supporting us. It's the whole reason we're even really getting into those businesses was because we had people that believed in us. So we have a lot of things to be thankful for. And really any of us that live in Western society, we have a lot of things to be thankful for. So that's kind of just my thing that I guess I'm contemplating, what I'm thinking about. Sun. I'm grateful for the sun. But it's been a good couple of days. It's been a good week. We're gonna get into so Brandy won a sweepstakes from Roland, and we're super excited because she got a studio to stage kit, drum kit, and a full keyboard synthesizer, and we got that. We got a vocal. What is it called again? Vocal transformer. So we'll have like effects and stuff to put on our voices, and Brandy and I have both been getting singing lessons. So this comes at a perfect time where Brandy will be able to use her scening, and she'll be able to drum up in the room while we're still there, and we'll be able to do our own synthesizer sound. So we'll do some like lo-fi stuff, things like that. Just get more creative musically and do more with music, because we're both musicians. We both love music, enjoy music. But yeah, harsh lighting because it's like, what, 10:30 or 11 now? I don't know. But it's exciting. It's exciting, and we're happy about the things we're doing. And I wanted to start doing this kind of vlog style kind of thing where I just walk around and talk, and I get into my thoughts and get into things I've been learning lately, because we want to start doing like a 20-minute walk, 30-minute walk every day, even if it's a workout day for other things. And if it's a walking workout day, then we're going to walk an hour and 20 minutes or an hour and 30 minutes. But yeah, you know, the little things, like thank God I have legs that work, that I can walk. There's people that don't have that, you know. There's people that certainly don't have the ability to do what I can just do every day without even thinking about it. So whatever challenges we might have, you know, there's always the things to be grateful for. There's always the blessings. And that's something that we need to concentrate on, you know, because it's like you can take paradise and you can turn it into a hell, and not by pure destruction, but even just by perspective, just the wrong perspective. The wrong perspective messes up everything, you know. It takes away the joy, and it takes away, like, joy is so important. That's just something that I've been on, and Brandy and I both have been on for the last what has it been, month or two?
Yeah,
probably a month and a half at least. Like, realizing that we have to prioritize joy. Joy is important. Like, it's good to have purpose. It's good to have discipline. You need it. But really, you need it so that you can continue to do what brings you joy. You need it so that you can press into joy, and you can really make your life a meaningful life. Gotta get that spider web off my camera there. What's that? Oh, picture. She's taking pictures. Brandy likes taking pictures while we're out walking out in the woods and out in nature. She's always been really good about taking pictures and seeing what's going on with things. She's very picturesque herself, so.
Thank you, darling.
Like represents like. But it's been a good time, really. This end of the year, this fall season has been the best that we've had really yet, and I'm excited for the things that are coming. I'm excited for the changes that are going to be positive. And I expect a lot of positive changes. And I think that's a huge thing. Like, I think a lot of times we try so hard to protect ourselves from disappointment and from just the difficulty and the things that we go through, and from unexpected bad things. We try so hard that we get to where we're just trying to anticipate the bad all the time. You know, we get to where we're just constantly trying to keep from getting hurt too much by hurt expectations and bad surprises, unpleasant surprises. But the reality is, you know, we kind of do attract what we are expecting a lot. We do kind of, and even outside of attraction, like, let's just say it's purely in our head. Well, if in your head, all you're ever seeing is the negative, all you're ever focused on is what sucks about life, what isn't the way that you want it to be, then what ends up happening is that's all you know. That's all you experience. Like, your whole mind, your brain itself is just like wired to that negativity, and that's how your entire life ends up being. And so you could be like walking in a beautiful woods like this on a cool morning, enjoying it with the sun shining and the birds singing and with your favorite person in the whole world, and you could be just miserable. And that seems crazy, especially if you don't have any of these things, especially if you're alone and you don't have your significant other, or you're in a concrete jungle, you don't have the beautiful woods like this. You seem like, what are you talking about? How could you not be enjoying all of that? And the answer is, like I said, you can turn a paradise into hell. And it's all about perspective, and it's all about, what do you choose to live by? Do you choose to live by the constant desires that we have to have something else, to have something more? Or do you stop yourself and live in the moment and really, have gratitude for what you've been given? And honestly, like, gratitude fuels creativity. So obviously my platform, what I think about a lot, I think a lot about creatives. I really have a lot of empathy, a lot of understanding for creatives, a lot of admiration for creatives, for artists, for outliers, people that think differently from everyone else, innovators. And it's very easy with those kind of people to have, we have deep depressions a lot of times. A lot of times there's high highs and low lows. A lot of times we're very passionate people. And sometimes it's very low lows and semi-decent highs every now and then. It really depends on temperament and like just how your life happens to be. And there's a bit of nurture and nature in all of it. But the reality is we decide what we focus on. We decide what are the highest values that we put on our own life's list. And if the highest value to you are all the things that you don't have, if the highest value to you is that you don't like the things that are going on in your life, you don't like how things are working. Sorry, little AI cameraman, got you fooled there for a minute. Then it's gonna be miserable because we've got values and then we've got negative values. We got like anti-values that just make things, well, they often cause us more trouble than they cause us good. Like, don't get me wrong, some things are just bad and they should be hated. But if we're more focused on what we hate, what we don't like, what we don't want, than what we love and what really matters to us, our life isn't going to be happy. It's not going to be pleasant. And not that life is about always being pleasant, not that life is about always being happy, but our founding fathers were right about something when they said that, the pursuit of life, liberty, the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We are supposed to pursue happiness. I mean, think about that for a minute. What kind of idiot would pursue misery? What crazy person would pursue like just more suffering? Like, yes, we need to make sacrifices. We need to choose some voluntary suffering for the greater good, for what's worthwhile. And, some things like, say, working out. I don't like working out. Some people love working out. Good for them. For real, good for them. I hate working out, but I like walking. There are things I do like, but the stuff that I don't like working out, I do it because I have this beautiful woman walking here with me that I want to live a very long life with. And so if I have to deal with an hour of, man, this really sucks, so that I can extend the years of my life and so that I'm more awake and more alive and more conscious the days that we do have together, I'm going to do that. I'm going to pay that price. I'm going to pay that price gladly. Doesn't mean it's going to suck any less while I'm doing it. I'm still going to hate it, but that's okay. That's your, like I learned from Huberman, actually. Learned from Dr. Huberman that your interior mid-cingulate cortex in your brain, which has a lot to do with your lifespan, has a lot to do with your willpower. When you do things that you don't like to do and you don't want to do and you make yourself do them anyway, you actually strengthen and grow that part of your brain. So the way I look at it is, even when I'm doing something that I hate, but I know that it's worth doing and I know that it's going to help me long term, and it really is building my life up in a positive way, instead of like just looking at that as a drag, as a loss, I look at it like this, it's like, hey, I'm grateful. I'm grateful I can do this thing that I hate. I'm grateful that I can make this choice to make it through this, because it means in the long term, I get to spend more time, I get to be here longer on this earth and be a stronger person and be more conscious, more aware, more able to enjoy the rest of my life with my favorite person in the world. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful even when I'm doing the things that I, in a lot of ways, would rather not do, like getting all this tax stuff figured out for these new businesses we're starting. Financial stuff. I like financial math. I don't really like finances a lot. Money's cool. Financial stuff, not so fun. But it's worth it because once it's all set up and we've got our back in and we understand these things, we're gonna have our businesses rocking for us. We're gonna be doing the things that we just love to do. And we're not gonna have to worry about the government coming after us because we're not doing what we're supposed to do on that end. And so the freedom is worth it. But anyway, kind of all over the place, but you see the theme. Rejoice. Rejoice, like living in joy, choosing to enjoy yourself and to focus on what really matters. It's the smart move. It's the power move to really having a worthwhile life. And it's the power move to really being able to give it your best and have a real legacy and live with meaning, because we're powered by our emotions, really. Well, we're either powered by them or we're hamstrung by them. And so we have to choose to regulate them. We have to choose to listen to them, to understand what they're saying. And we have to choose to align ourselves with a value system that allows us to stay more in those strengthening and motivating and powerful emotions that act as the fuel, that act as the engine that can drive us forward to a life filled with meaning, filled with joy. So I think that's it for today, and thanks for joining us. Appreciate the accompaniment. Love y'all. Hope for the best for everybody. Happy late Thanksgiving.